hands behind your back.
The man you just saw trying to escape the interrogation room is 37-year-old Jerome Armstrong. He was there as the primary suspect in the murder of his girlfriend and the mother of his 2 children, 34-year-old Tasheka Young. Just days earlier, Tasheka was found dead in her apartment in a scene that was devastating. She was surrounded by her 5-year-old and 2-year-old children, who were wondering why their mom wasn't moving. It all began on July 23, 2022 in Jacksonville, Florida. That day, Tasheka's mother wasn't able to reach her. She was concerned because not answering her calls wasn't something her daughter usually did. Worried, she went to check on her at her apartment, where she found Tasheka lying lifeless in the living room after being shot multiple times. What made the scene even more horrific was that her 2 young children were trying to wake their mom up, having no idea that she never would. The chilling part was that nearly 12 hours earlier, dispatch had received a 911 call from a neighbor reporting a loud bang coming from Tasheka's apartment.
Jacksonville 911, what's location of your emergency?
We want to remain anonymous. I'm supposed to get right now.
Okay, what's going on?
I was asleep. I woke up to get my baby bottle. While I was in the kitchen, I hear somebody stomping up the steps and bust through the door. And then apparently there's a girl that deals with this man, and I heard her say, he threw her off the bed or something. And I heard her say, no, please, I love you, I love you. She said, no, please, I love you. He must have had her head on the floor because I could hear it. I love you. And then I just heard a loud boom.
What do you mean by a loud boom?
I don't know, sir. I don't know what it is. I'm scared.
Do you think he like banged her head against something, or was it a gun?
I don't know if he banged her or if it was a gun. I don't know. What I do know is I don't hear her anymore.
A call that you'd think would send police to the home immediately, but no officer went to check that night. First responders only showed up later when Tasheka's mother placed a second 911 call, 12 hours after the first one. By that time, Tasheka was already dead, with 2 clear gunshot wounds that killed her instantly. Even if she couldn't have been saved by a quicker response to the first 911 call, it could have spared her children from the traumatic experience they endured. There are a lot of questions you might have. What really happened that night? And how did the person she was supposed to trust end up as the prime suspect in her murder? Tasheka Young was a well-known figure in Jacksonville, Florida, recognized by many as Ty Sheiks from her time as a local radio personality before transitioning into a career as a teacher. She was described by her family as outgoing, hardworking, and full of energy, and was also a devoted mother to her 2 young children. Tasheka's life, from the outside, appeared as if everything was falling into place, but behind the scenes she was dealing with issues that would ultimately cost her her life. And not just her life. It was later discovered that she was 4 months pregnant at the time of her murder. What truly broke the case open was, believe it or not, a statement from one of her 2 children. That statement led investigators to conduct several interviews, the most important being with the father of her children and her boyfriend, Jerome Armstrong.
Okay, that's my partner. Again, I'm Detective Martin.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm Detective Alright, you mentioned family a second ago. So who is family to you? Like, who is your family?
My family is, Tasheka,
Okay.
my kids, my mom and dad. That's really my family.
Who are you living with on Kinlock Drive?
That's actually my grandmother's residence.
Okay. Alright, well, I know you showed up to, have you been staying with Tasheka or visiting her in the 2 weeks? Like, how is y'all's relationship?
Well, she and I, we have a good relationship. Me and my parents, we have a good relationship. Okay. So I think that everybody meshes well for the most part.
So for instance, where did you sleep last night?
Last night I stayed in Middleburg.
Okay, so you stayed in Middleburg. Is that normally where you sleep when you're in town?
Yes.
Do you ever sleep at Tasheka's?
The last time I spent the night over there was probably last Friday.
Okay.
Either last Friday or Saturday.
Had you been over to her apartment since last Friday or Saturday?
No.
Okay. So the last time you were at Tasheka's place was last Friday or Saturday. You spent the night?
I spent the night. My mom picked me up that afternoon I had to take like a 12-hour course for a reinstatement with my license.
I got you.
So she picked me up that Saturday, and I've been in Middleburg ever since.
Okay. So what, in your own words, again, what is Tashika to you? Because you said family, so how, like, what do you consider Tashika?
She and I, like a future wife.
A future wife?
Yeah, she and I, we had kind of separated a little bit, but every time we separate, we get right back together.
Okay. So where are y'all at right this second?
Fixing it. We're fixing it. Yesterday, she said that, is this about her?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. This is about Tashika.
Yesterday, she said that she was like she wanted to fix the family, make the family work.
Was this in person or y'all talking on the phone?
We were texting.
Okay. About what time was that?
It was late.
Late? Okay.
Maybe like 10:30, 11.
Last night?
Yeah.
How long did y'all go back and forth? I mean, I know exactly you don't know all the exact number, but just approximately, like, what, couple hours, couple minutes?
We probably went back and forth, maybe. I mean, we text each other throughout the day.
Okay.
And then I text her this morning, and I text her this afternoon, and then she didn't respond to my text this afternoon, and I called her mother to see, if she was around her, because sometimes, when she gets mad, she won't answer my calls or texts. Okay. So I just kind of send something to her mom and say, can you tell her, just talk to me. And then I showed up, and then you guys put me in handcuffs.
Okay. You said sometimes she won't respond to you when she's mad. What does she get mad at you about? Why would she get mad at you?
Sometimes she thinks that I can be insensitive. Sometimes we don't meet eye to eye. Okay. But I'm a guy, man. It's some things I just don't care about. As long as she's happy at the end of the day, or as long as we can kind of diffuse the situation. Sometimes when she doesn't answer for me, I'll like try and call my sister or call her mom to see if I can get a response from her.
Right.
Do you know around what time last night y'all stopped texting or calling?
Was it a text? Was that the last communication you had with Tashika?
Yes.
What was her last message to you?
The last message that she said to me said that, I think she said that she felt like I didn't love her. I think that's what it was.
What Jerome didn't know was that investigators had already gone through Tasheka's phone. What they found revealed that the relationship between him and Tasheka was far from the smooth one he claimed. The messages showed a pattern of controlling behavior and even threats coming from him.
So, a woman says something like that to you, it kind of make you feel away. So then I called her this morning. I wanted to try and patch it up and just kind of,
Right.
You just want to see the text between she and I.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see anything that pertains to anything that can help us figure out what happened to Tashika.
I mean, she and I, we send each other photos in my phone.
I mean, if there's anything like that in there, if y'all are consensually sending photos back and forth, first of all, that's between y'all, okay, not against the law, and I don't have any interest in that, okay? I'm more interested in the communication and the time.
That's fine.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
So what I'm going to do then is it says that you're giving permission to me in the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office to do that, okay? And then I'm going to ask you to initial these 2 lines right here. Feel free to read this form. I will read it to you, okay?
Yeah, I feel a little uncomfortable about it.
Okay.
Because we send each other. May have to defer on that.
Detectives decided it was time to break the news to Jerome, hoping that his reaction would make things clear to them. And that's exactly what happened.
Do you know what the status of Tashika is right now?
As far as what?
It's just, do you know why we're sitting here having this conversation? Why you're here?
No.
Okay.
I asked you guys that a million times.
Yeah. The officers on scene?
Well, I asked them, and they said that they had to speak to the detectives.
Right. Well, this is, like I said, it's an active investigation, okay? And you're down here at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, obviously, okay?
All right.
Tashika's passed away, okay? And I'm very sorry to have to inform you of that.
What happened to her?
Well, that's a good question, and that's why I'm here talking to you. I'm hoping that you can help me figure that out. That's why I asked you the question earlier. Do you know who else you know?
Who did it? Who did it?
Who did it, he asked, even though detectives had never said anything about the cause of Tashika's death. On top of that, his reaction didn't come across as genuine. Instead, it only made detectives more certain of his involvement.
I should have been there with her.
And she never mentioned.
What happened?
Well, we don't know. That's this. I mean, when you got there, I had just pulled up not long
Yeah,
before
I
you
had
got
that
there.
tape there. It's something that happened at that apartment. It's something that happened there. I saw her truck there.
Yeah.
And I saw tape there.
Listen, this is an active homicide investigation. That's why you're here, okay? I want to know what happened. We want to know what happened, okay? I want to help you figure out what happened, but in order to do that, you have to help me. Like, we got to work together right now. When you were over there, how was it? I mean,
Last time,
Mhm.
the last time we had like an argument.
Okay.
Like we had a small argument, and then my mom picked me up, and then I haven't been over there since.
Would you say maybe that's why you don't go over there so much? It's just arguing?
No. I kind of just prefer my space, man.
Okay.
You know, especially when I'm in town.
I don't know if you noticed that, but that was a smart move by detectives. They eased up the tension by asking him other questions, just to see how Jerome would switch from being emotional to talking normally, almost as if he hadn't just been informed of the death of his partner.
When she questioned your commitment, was she worried that you were seeing other females?
I think she stopped worrying about that.
Okay. She just couldn't understand why you just wouldn't get married.
But you know what? Last night, she said something about me following extra people on my Instagram. Mentioned something about more females being followed. Like, it would be petty stuff.
So last night she was concerned about women on your Instagram, how many females you were following or something?
Yeah, no messages, no direct contact. You know, female stuff,
Yeah.
like, you know, sometimes when a woman does that, you have to reiterate that.
Like, why you following her? Why you following her?
Yeah, stuff like that.
You only had this many followers, now you got this many.
Yeah,
Why?
like, exactly.
I got you. They watch that stuff, don't they? Like a hawk.
They really do. Especially when we talk about relocating them and stuff like that and making the family work.
You got an extra up because you're out of town, so she's probably really worried about what you're up to.
I mean, I worry about what she's up to as well, but
Yeah.
you have to find your peace somewhere. You can't worry about everything. If you worry about everything, you drive yourself crazy.
Your youngest is really young, but like your son, he's 3, correct?
Yeah.
So at that age, they kind of start to pick stuff up a little bit. I mean, has he ever witnessed y'all fight or argue or anything like that?
He has.
Okay. Like arguing, like yelling, screaming, you know, stuff breaking, anything like that? Like, to what degree?
Nothing too serious.
Okay.
A couple of things thrown. She had a temper.
Okay.
I'm
Do y'all
pretty
throw
passive
things at each
aggressive.
other, or just like stuff gets broken during
No,
arguments?
no.
Okay.
She throws stuff.
She throws stuff?
I'm
Okay.
more passive aggressive.
Okay.
I don't have time for that.
Anything physical?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Y'all
And
never put hands on each other?
No, I've had to remove or grab her, but
Okay.
I've never like punched her.
Again, Jerome wasn't aware that detectives had already spoken to Tashika's family. They reported a history of and her sister even claimed that she always knew he would one day be the cause of her death.
What's the worst thing she's ever thrown at you?
Yeah, a knife.
A knife?
Yeah.
Police ever get called on any of that stuff? Like when you were over there arguing or whatever, police ever show up, knock at the door or anything like that?
A lot of time. One time when I stayed on Harrison, a house we lived in that I bought, she pulled a knife on me. I think that I reported that.
Okay. How long ago was that?
That was like last year. And then there was another incident recently, but I didn't report it. I didn't really, I get to the point where I'm used to how she is, so I just go with it.
Been over there since last week.
No.
Okay. Is there any reason why maybe your son would have said that you've been there since last week?
Maybe FaceTime.
Okay. How often do y'all FaceTime?
Probably once every couple of days or something.
Okay. When's the last time you FaceTime with Tashika?
It could have been yesterday.
Yesterday?
Could have been yesterday. I know we might have FaceTime. Possibly.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but somewhere
It's
along
usually
the
every
lines.
couple days.
Yeah. But I don't try to go through her stuff though.
I got you, Mr. Armstrong. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna make a statement. Okay? So I'm gonna ask the question. Don't respond immediately. Think on it for a second, okay? Because I'm gonna follow it up with a statement. All right. Is there any reason why your 3-year-old son, Bercy the third, would say that Daddy hurt Mommy? And then remember what I said. Remember what I said. Let me make the statement. Don't follow it up. Think about it for a second, okay? Because these incidents, it's usually one or two things, okay? Good people lose control momentarily, do some things, say some things they regret or wish they hadn't done, A. Or B, there's an evil that exists within you and you're okay doing that, and you go into self-preservation mode and start lying about what happened and always think about yourself. Trying to protect yourself, okay? And since I've been talking to you, hold on, like I said, I'm gonna give you a chance to answer that question in a minute. Just let me finish up. And since I've been talking to you, you seem like an educated person. I mean, you are an educated person. You've got a college degree. All right, we've had some normal conversation. You seem like a good dude. Okay. But from what I'm gathering, based on what I know about that apartment, and my conversation with you, and the conversation that's been had with your son, it seems like something really bad happened between you and Tashika last night, okay? And maybe there was like a moment where things got really heated, really intense, and something happened, okay? And that's what I'm interested in. If you don't know, that's fine. I'm not obviously asking you to say something that you don't know about or say that you did something if you didn't. But what I'm asking is, think about this woman, her family, and those 2 kids.
Yeah, I haven't been over there since last week.
Okay.
But I know that when it comes to interaction,
Okay.
she says that she doesn't bring any other man around my kid.
Okay.
So
you haven't been there. So if something bad happened to her last night, there's no way it could have been you.
Absolutely not.
Which leads me back to my original question. Why would your 3-year-old son maybe indicate that you had something to do with hurting her?
Most of the time, I'm the only man that's around her.
Right, and that's why I asked you earlier.
She's not supposed to have other men around my kid,
Okay.
but I'm not sure if that's the case.
Okay.
It could have been somebody in there, but I don't know.
But if there is,
if he's used to seeing me,
right? If there is, though, there's no way. I mean, come on, we know that as men and having children, like, there's no way your son at 3 years old is gonna be calling another man daddy, right?
Yeah.
And you said that your son earlier just never witnessed any physical violence because you said there hasn't been physical violence between y'all in the past.
As
right?
of late, no.
As of late, okay, yeah, fair enough. Because you mentioned the 9th incident last year. Was your son there for that? Would he even remember that? You think? I mean, did he witness that?
I think that he did witness it.
Okay.
I think he witnessed me get loud and things like that. I'm just as guilty as she is when it comes to
Okay.
arguments and stuff.
Fair enough. Do you have a gun?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you care? You don't ever carry a gun on you?
No,
Protection or anything like that?
no, I had a gun before, but I don't have it anymore.
Okay. All right.
Have you been around guns recently, within the last couple days?
Yeah, I have. I was around a Taurus. I was around a Taurus 40, like a 40 caliber.
When was that?
Like a few days ago.
Did you shoot it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Whose gun was it?
I was just a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. So you don't own any guns or have any guns?
I know she had a firearm, but I don't know what she did with it.
What kind of gun did she have?
I think it was like a 22, like a little 22 with a long nose or something like that.
Like a rifle or a pistol?
It was a pistol.
Like a revolver or like a semi-auto?
It was like semi-auto.
Semi-auto.
Yeah, something that a woman would have.
The only problem I have right now with Mr. Armstrong is that I have a child, your child, that says that you hurt his mommy. And at 3 years old, I just find that incredibly difficult to believe that he would make that up or just say that.
The thing about my son is, when it comes to men, I'm his dad, but I do not know who he has around him. I don't know who she brings around him when I'm not around. When he says that daddy hurt mommy, that could have been something a while back. I know that I haven't been in that apartment complex since last week. And I think that, you know, I think that everybody kind of knew that.
Okay.
I got you. All right. Yeah, just give us a minute. If you need anything, if you want a snack, need to use the restroom, just okay.
Jerome had agreed to let investigators search his phone. What they uncovered was deeply disturbing. Among the photos was one showing a knife and a gun, accompanied by a text from Tasheka sent on July 9th, which read, "This is the same gun you held to my head."
Mr. Armstrong.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about that a little bit more. Listen up. So, straight up, there's some messages on the between you and Tashika that are concerning, all right, to say the least.
All right.
I mean, there's stuff involving guns being put to heads and all that just within the past couple weeks. What's that all about? Knives?
Oh, with knives. Yeah, she was a little violent.
So what did she do?
She pulled a knife out on me while I was holding my daughter
Okay.
one day, and I had it wasn't even a real gun. It was like a fake gun.
What kind of fake gun was it?
It was like a BB gun.
It was like a BB gun. What kind of what did it have markings on it? Did
It was something that was store bought. It was a BB gun, but she tried to make it look like it wasn't.
Did it have an orange tip?
Yeah, it had an orange. It's just a BB gun.
Yeah. Did it have like a removable? Like, was it modeled after a gun? Or
I don't even know what kind it was, but
Okay.
I'm not violent. Me and her,
Why would she be sending you text saying that you pulled a gun on her?
I mean, it's a BB gun.
You positive about that?
Yeah, I am.
What'd you do with the BB gun?
It's probably still in her apartment.
Well, I mean, when you were there, what'd you do with it?
Oh, I pulled it out, and I didn't put it to her head.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Why pull it out?
Because I felt threatened and I didn't have a real gun on me.
Do you remember what kind of gun that you reported stolen back in January?
Yeah, it was a Glock.
Do you know what kind?
It was a 43X.
43X. Do you know what caliber that is?
Yeah, it's like a 9.
It's a 9.
Yes.
So in the picture messages that she sent you on your phone, it's not a BB gun. It doesn't have an orange tip. And on the side, you want to guess what it says?
What?
It says Glock 43X.
Yeah, but the thing about that gun, I haven't seen that gun since January, and the BB gun that I pulled out, I don't think that she had a picture of it.
Okay.
But I know that gun is probably.
Why would you even pull out a gun?
I mean, she pulled a knife out on me.
When did this happen?
That might have been like a month ago.
About a month
we
ago?
talked earlier about stuff
Maybe
like that.
3.
You didn't mention anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't call the authorities or anything about it. I mean, she didn't want to call the authorities either because she felt like it would have been child endangerment.
Y'all got a violent history.
No, but if you look at the text thread, you'll see that I
Trust me,
didn't.
we looked, and the common theme in that text thread is a lot of violence.
Yeah, I was not
Let's
abused.
just run through a couple things and you explain it to us, because right now, like I said, it's not making sense.
So this is from the 9th, which was 2 weeks ago. She's saying that you tore the family apart. This is trauma for her kids. I'm so hurt.
I felt the same.
She's talking about signing the rights over, which I can only imagine would infuriate you because you said you love your kids. What about a gun being put to my head twice? You took my car keys. What was that all about?
I didn't take her car keys.
Okay, she's just saying that for fun.
Yeah, I know she was trying to take the kids and stuff, but at that point, once she pulled a knife out on me, by her pulling a knife out on me while I was holding my daughter, I felt like she would have did anything. And I also knew that she had a weapon. So I moved the keys, but I gave her car keys back to her. I told her, I was just like, I'm about to leave because I couldn't drive. So.
Is that why you broke the door down?
No. We almost got into a tussle, but we didn't. That was me, like, because she was poking at me. And I was kind of trying to, like, push her away a little bit, but I didn't want to.
So how do you break a door doing that? That doesn't make much sense.
You don't really break it, but if you have a door, like, pre-locked, and if you push it, it was like that.
Okay. So the door was shut or open?
It was like, both of us, we were like tugging it.
She's on the back side of the door, you're on the side of the door?
No, I had went into the bedroom.
So you were in the bedroom, she's in the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're trying to shut the door?
A little bit.
And she's trying to open the door?
Yeah, because I was trying to grab the kids.
Because you're trying to grab the kids, because she's coming at you with a knife, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay, well then why does she say, then I walked away, you followed me into my room and broke the door. I ran into the bathroom to hide, and you put a gun to my head.
That's not true.
Okay, well you didn't say that's not true.
No, she did that.
But you didn't say that's not true here.
That's not. In a text message, I'm not gonna go back and forth in a text message.
So you said, I'm a grown man, don't pull a weapon out on me while I have my child.
Just so you know, Jerome wasn't a beginner when it came to abuse. Back in 2017, his ex had filed a report against him, and even then, he took the same path of acting like he was the victim.
Who was the girl you were seeing 5 years ago before her? Before you got in a relationship with Tashika, who were you seeing?
Probably my kid's mom. My first kid's mom.
What's her name?
Her name is Shantavius.
Alright, who? Someone between her and Tashika.
Malika.
The girl starts name with a Y. Her name starts with a Y.
Why?
There's a police report from 2017 with you and another one.
Oh, Yakaria.
There you go.
Yakaria.
You got a history, man.
No, but Yakaria, I remember when she put her hands on me. This was over on the north side.
Yeah, but everything you said so far, DJ, when you went in that room last night, you got on top of her and she's in that bed, you pulled out that gun.
In what room?
Her bedroom.
What are you talking about?
There's a bullet hole through her pillow. There's bullet holes in her.
How many times did she get shot?
That's your children's mother, man.
How many times did she get shot?
What I tell you earlier. There's two ways people go in this situation,
no,
right?
How many times did she get shot?
You're trying to save yourself right now, BJ.
No, I'm being honest.
You're more worried about yourself than you are this
No,
poor
I'm
woman.
worried about me getting, I'm worried about
You
going
haven't
home.
been there 24/7 for these kids. She has.
No, I provide for my children.
That's fine. You
every day,
monetarily,
day in and
but
day
you're
out.
not there for them day in and day out. She is.
Absolutely, I am.
She's not there anymore
But
because of what happened between y'all last night.
I didn't do anything to her.
That's not true.
I promise
You
I
lied
did.
already to me.
I haven't even been over
I gave
there.
you your chance earlier to come.
I have
clean,
not
come
been
correct.
over there. I have not been there.
You sat there and told me verbal altercations, verbal this, verbal
Yeah,
that.
but I told you that
And
couples.
now you're admitting that she's pulled knives, you pulled out a
Yeah,
BB gun.
but
None of this stuff was mentioned.
but also in my statement, I told you, I said that most couples go through it. I said I'm not one to.
I understand that, but I gave you a chance earlier. I've been very respectful with you.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm being honest with you as well.
But
But
you hit stuff. You
but I
didn't
know-
disclose all this earlier.
my first time going to that apartment complex since last week was today when I showed up over there. I have not been over there. So regardless of what type of altercation she and I have, regardless of how it goes, I haven't seen her in a week. I haven't been there. You look at my phone, you said something about locations and stuff like that. I haven't left Middleburg at all.
While detectives went through Jerome's phone, they discovered that he had deleted his location history for an entire week leading up to Tasheka's murder. They also believe that he didn't even have his phone with him during the hours of her death. If you're still wondering what this all means, it suggests that Tasheka's murder might have been planned weeks before it happened.
All your locations recently have been deleted, so we can't see your recent
What do you mean
histories.
they've been deleted?
They're not there. It doesn't go back until like the 14th is your last history. So if you've been,
14th.
have you used your phone since the 14th? Today's the 24th.
Yeah, I'm always in Middleburg.
So in 10 days, have you used this phone at all?
Yes.
Okay, so when you use the phone,
If you look at our text messages, it'll tell you that I haven't, we talked about the fact that I haven't been going over there.
okay, well you were there as recently as the 9th, when this all happened. She's apparently got screen grabs. We're downloading her phone right now too. And then all of the deleted stuff that was on here, we got on the download. We're just waiting on that to come back on the disc, and we'll see all that.
All right.
This is your chance to separate yourself. Remember I said earlier? There's situations where people find themselves in, good people find themselves in a bad situation where they momentarily lose control. Hold on. And then there's, beyond that, true evil. There's cold-blooded killers that can kill someone in cold blood and then lie about it. You're trying to make it sound like you don't have a history of violence and all that, but you do, with other women.
I don't.
With your own family, your grandma trespassed you. When did you trespass?
Why'd your mom get you trespassed from your own grandmother's house just in October?
My mom has a issue.
Well, do you hear yourself? You're putting everything is on everybody else.
So your first baby mama with a 5-year-old has an issue. The in-between girlfriend has an issue that's got a report against you. Your current girl's got an issue with, that causes you to put guns to her head.
And your own mother.
Your own mother's got an issue that causes her to trespass you. So do you see the common denominator? I got 4 different people all have an issue with the same one person.
You know what the name of this case is going to be in my file? Daddy shot mommy.
That's not right.
Daddy shot mommy.
That's not right.
So the 3-year-old's lying on you too?
This was the moment Jerome realized that the strongest testimony against him was coming from his own child.
My 3-year-old.
Your kid's lying on you too? You've already accused multiple women and your mother of lying.
You said
your 3-year-old and your 2-year-old that from 2 a.m. until 7 p.m. tonight were by themselves.
You know why you got snatched up when you showed up earlier? You know why those officers snatched you up so quick?
Why?
Because Daddy shot mommy. Daddy killed mommy.
I don't think that is true.
You don't think that's true?
I don't think that my son said that.
He did. We
I got it on a recorded interview.
I don't think that he said
Not only that, but her entire family said, knows y'all's history. Know you've kicked in the door.
But
knows you've held a gun to her head. Know you've been violent to your past girlfriend that starts with a Y. Know you've been violent with your past baby mama with a 5-year-old. Know you've been violent with your own family to make your own mom trespass you from your grandma's house.
I
haven't been violent.
I haven't been violent against my mother, and I haven't been violent against her either. Even when it came down to it, if you really look at if you look at everything that
I am looking at everything. I'm looking at your history with 4 different individuals that have all had issues with you.
The stuff with Yakaria, I'm talking about Yakaria.
You're just skirting around.
I'm going down the list.
No, you're making an excuse for each one trying to justify.
No, I'm not making an excuse, but I'm telling the truth.
Cool. Yakaria, I don't care about Yakaria. Tell me why your 3-year-old son said Daddy shot mommy tonight.
I do not know. I was not there. I haven't been in Jacksonville city lines since I left Mission Point last week. And my mother, you can call my mother and she can.
You haven't been, or your phone hasn't been?
One more time.
You have not been, or your phone hasn't been?
I haven't been.
Why don't you have any location history on your phone since July 14th? Why is it there up until July 14th and then it's not?
I don't know. Just call my mom. I don't know.
We talked to your mom.
All right.
She doesn't know what you did after 11 that night. She went to bed.
I don't have a car.
Your dad went to bed. Well, that didn't stop you from getting all around the town all the time.
July 14th was last week, right? That's the last time you said you were there. Your phone shows that. You already knew that when you told me that you had deleted it up till then. That's why you said that.
No, that's not why I said that.
You know your phone wasn't with you last night when you went back over there to confront her, to do whatever it did.
I had my phone next to me last night. My phone was next to me while I was in bed.
Up until the point you left.
No, I didn't leave at all. Why would I leave without my cell phone? Why would I leave without my cell phone?
Because you knew what you were going to do.
Seriously, why would I leave without my cell phone?
Why'd you leave with a Glock 43X?
I didn't even have a gun.
How did that gun go missing in January and then it resurfaced on the same day that she's claiming that you're holding a gun to your head?
Because
that you're taking a video of a knife that she threatened you with on the same counter with the same items that the gun is sitting on. Because that you claim is some big coincidence.
No, because she doesn't have a picture of a BB. She doesn't have a picture of the BB gun.
Right. She's got a picture of a Glock 43X.
Yeah.
How is that the same gun that went missing 6-7 months ago?
I understand.
That is now on her counter.
When you talk about
2 weeks ago,
when you talk about
she's
the staging,
claiming you held a gun to your head.
I understand, but
when
when
her door got broken.
I understand, but when you talk about the staging of everything, people leave things set up in a certain type of order on their counters all the time. So I can't help if, like, I don't stay there. I can't say if she had a green box or a blue box. Some people set their stuff up a certain type of way, and she was one of those types of people. When it comes down,
do you understand how big of a coincidence that is, and just how silly you sound right now?
PJ,
Listen, I'm not in Jacksonville enough for a gun to be there.
You're an educated man. We are too. Okay. The difference is we do this for a living. You don't. So we recognize when it smells like shit, it's probably shit.
Understood.
Do you know what she said right before she got shot? Don't do this. I love you. Daddy hurt mommy. Do you know that's an apartment? It's a 3-story apartment complex with adjoining walls. You think no one heard?
So if she said,
you think no one heard a boom? You think no one heard the door being kicked in?
So she had a guy outside of me. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying you.
Hoping for an emotional reaction and the kind you'd expect from an innocent man, detectives showed Jerome a picture of Tasheka's lifeless body, but he showed no emotion at all.
That's what you did to her.
I didn't do that.
You see your kid's blanket right there on her?
I didn't.
That's how you met her? That's how you left her.
I didn't do that.
Do you know who put that kid's blanket on her?
I didn't do that.
Your 3-year-old kid. You know where your 3-year-old kid laid for hours?
I didn't do that.
By himself, by herself, left in that apartment alone.
There should have been 2 casings next to her where you shot her, but one of those casings was in your kid's room because they were running around playing with stuff in the apartment all day, left unattended on their own.
I wasn't over there.
That's what happens when you hold a Glock 43X to someone's head.
I should have protected her.
You should have.
From yourself.
But what'd you do instead?
I wasn't there.
You should have let her go. You weren't ready to commit. She didn't want that anymore. There. She got so sick and tired of that bullshit back and forth that she was ready to let go.
She was so in love with me.
She was ready to let go. No.
She was so in love with me to the point
not anymore. She wanted to let go.
That's not true. I knew how she felt.
She said goodbye. She said she wants your rights.
Look at how many times we both said goodbye, and look at my response when I told her. I said, you didn't even apologize.
Not important.
No, I told her, I said, you didn't even apologize to me about talking about the stuff with the kids' rights. And then she told me, she said, you know, I didn't mean that. I said it because I was mad. And I said, you need to apologize to me. And that's when she sent me a text message. And she apologized.
She was laying right there when she said, you don't have to do this.
She sent me a text message.
She said, I love you. You don't have to do this.
I don't know.
Daddy hurt mommy.
And you knew those kids were going to be there. That's why you locked the door on your way out.
I don't know who she was dealing with.
Her mom had to use the key when she went in there today.
I don't know who she was dealing with.
The only person that's going to take the time to lock the door and try to make sure it's at least somewhat secure is you, because your kids were in there and you knew that.
I want to find.
But you couldn't call her mom. You had to wait. You had to wait all day long to make it look like, I don't know what's going on. I can't get hold of her. You couldn't call right away.
I never.
You had to wait because you went into self-preservation mode.
No,
Let me save myself.
No, I never call her mom. When me and her would get into arguments and stuff, I would never get her mom involved. So when it comes down to it, you know, I just like to handle stuff like an adult. But when I saw that I kept calling and I kept texting and she didn't respond.
You and I both know that's what you did to her. There's no one else that came in there and did that. You did that.
I didn't.
You did that.
I didn't.
You got pissed off. You got emotional.
Why would I be upset? She said worse stuff than that.
You shot her in her own bed. The same bed you probably conceived that baby in her stomach in.
I've never.
The same bed that you used to have sex with her and that you conceived that baby in, there's a bullet in that pillow. Right where she laid her head last night.
I didn't touch her. I didn't do anything to her.
What do you think your kids did for 17 hours by themselves?
And I wasn't trespassing.
What do you think your kids did for 17 hours? 17 hours by themselves. No food, no water, no one to take care of them, their mom laying there. After they just watched their dad do that. Daddy hurt mommy.
I didn't do anything.
Daddy hurt mommy.
Why
and Daddy told them,
they watched me do something.
Don't tell anybody.
What? what? That means that it's another man that said, don't
They
tell.
told Daddy?
Could have
Nick.
been.
It was Nick. Nick did it, I bet.
Oh, yeah, it's probably the same Nick.
Nah, she doesn't know him.
You don't know him.
No, I know him.
Who is he, of course?
That's running around with your Taurus 40 or his Taurus 40.
No, he doesn't
or some
have my Taurus.
40.
He had his own. That was just the last time I was in the presence of a real firearm. That was why I mentioned it.
Not the Glock 43X.
No.
I bet Nick broke in and stole the Glock 43X.
Probably. And the Taurus 40.
I doubt it. I don't know.
Are you violent?
No, I'm
These
pretty.
people are just all lying on you?
I'm pretty passive aggressive. I mean, I wish that I had been around.
No, you don't. You said you wanted your own free space.
No.
You said you got a hotel.
To keep
You
something
said
like
you were
that
a man.
have, to keep
You said you were a man and you needed your free space.
I don't know who
You said
had
you're a
it out
man
for
and
her.
you're staying at your mom's house.
But
you said you're a man and you're in a
I
hotel
have my
room.
own place up north. I'm visiting.
Away from your family.
Yeah, I'm visiting. I came because I had a heart
Visiting
diagnosis. I
Who are you
came.
visiting?
My doctors are in Jacksonville.
Who are you visiting? You're not visiting your family.
No, I was
You haven't seen them in over a
staying
week.
at my mother's.
You wouldn't shoot her and do this to her because you don't pull real guns on her. You just pull BB guns on her.
I wasn't in her presence.
Yeah. All right.
Since he wasn't giving them the truth, investigators left him alone in the interrogation room, having no idea that he was about to try and escape.
Hey, turn around. Put your hands behind your back. We're not playing that.
This is
We're not
for your
playing that.
safety.
We're not playing
Hear
that.
me? This is for your safety.
Stop resisting. Hey,
Stop resisting.
Just
This is
relax.
for your safety,
Just
okay?
relax.
I'm not resisting.
Just relax. Stop tensing your arms. Just relax. We don't want to hurt it.
Investigators believe that on the night of the murder, Tasheka had finally decided to end her relationship with Jerome. He wasn't willing to accept that, and it drove him to do what he did. In other words, his mindset was, if I can't have you, no one else will. Detectives built a strong case against Jerome Armstrong through both physical evidence and witness testimony. Inside the Mission Point apartment, they found clear signs of a struggle along with the firearm used in the shooting, a weapon directly linked to Armstrong. A neighbor's 911 call captured the moments leading up to the gunshot, supporting the timeline of events. Forensic evidence confirmed that Tasheka died from a gunshot wound, and messages recovered from Armstrong's phone showed a disturbing pattern of threats and prior violence, including an earlier incident where he allegedly held a gun to her head. Based on this evidence, Armstrong was charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, one for Tasheka and another for her unborn child. His trial in Duval County concluded in July 2024 with a guilty verdict. The following month, he was sentenced to life in prison with a mandatory minimum of 25 years for discharging the firearm that caused her death.